So I've been using Notion for a while now, and I'll be honest with you, I wasted a lot of time in the beginning trying to build the perfect setup from scratch. And you know what happened? I ended up with a bunch of empty pages and a system I never actually used. That's why today I want to show you 5 simple templates that I actually use. Not the fancy Instagram-worthy setups with 50 databases, just 5 clean, practical templates that you can duplicate in 2 minutes and start using today. These are the ones that stuck for me, and I think they'll stick for you too. We've got a weekly planner, a habit tracker, a reading list, a monthly budget, and a project tracker. And I'm giving all 5 away for free. Links in the description. Let's go through each one. Number 1, the weekly planner. This is the template I open every single Monday morning. It takes me about 5 minutes to fill in, and then I know exactly what I'm doing for the rest of the week. No guessing, no forgetting, no, wait, what was I supposed to do today? Moments. At the top, you've got your 3 priorities for the week. Not 10, not 20. 3. I found that if I write more than 3, I end up ignoring the list entirely. But 3 things, that's manageable. That's something I can actually commit to. And there's a little call out here that reminds me to set these priorities before filling in the rest. It's a small thing, but it keeps me honest. Below that, each day of the week has its own toggle. I click on Monday and I can see my morning, afternoon, and evening plans. It's not a detailed hour-by-hour schedule because honestly, I never follow those. It's more like 3 chunks of the day. What's the main thing for each chunk? That's it. When I'm done with Monday, I close the toggle and it stays clean. I open Tuesday, plan that one. The page never feels cluttered because everything hides inside these toggles until I need it. And at the bottom, there's a simple notes section for random things that pop up during the week, ideas, reminders, things I don't want to forget, but don't belong to any specific day. I just throw them here and deal with them later. It's like a catch-all net for my brain. That's the whole thing. No databases, no formulas, no complexity. Just a page with toggles and checkboxes. And honestly, it's the template that has the biggest impact on my week. Sometimes simple wins. Number 2, the habit tracker. If you watched my previous video, you already know this one, but if you haven't, here's the idea. This is a database where each row is a habit. You check it off every day, track your streak, and organize habits by category. Health, learning, mindset, work. I'm not going to rebuild this one from scratch because I already have a full tutorial on it, but I will tell you why it made this list. The streak counter. There's something about seeing a number like 15 or 20 next to a habit that makes you not want to break it. It's silly, but it works. I've exercised more consistently in the last 2 months than I did in all of last year, and I think it's because of this stupid little number. If you want to build this yourself, step by step, I'll link that video right here. Or you can just grab the free template from the description and skip the building part. Number 3, the reading list. I used to keep track of books I wanted to read in my head. Guess how that went? I'd see a recommendation, think, oh, that sounds great, and then completely forget about it 2 days later. So I built this. Every book gets a status. Want to read, reading, finished, or abandoned. Yeah, I have an abandoned option because life's too short for books you don't enjoy. No guilt. Each book also gets a genre, a rating when I finish it, and a notes field where I write the one thing I want to remember from the book. Not a full summary, just the one idea that stuck. And when I switch to the board view, I can see everything grouped by status. Books I want to read on one side, books I'm currently reading in the middle, finished books on the other side. Dragging a book from reading to finished is honestly one of the most satisfying feelings. It's like checking off a really big to-do. The gallery view turns everything into cards. This is the view I use when I'm deciding what to read next. I can see the title, the genre, and the author at a glance. It feels like browsing a bookshelf. I know there are apps specifically for tracking books like Goodreads, but having it right here in Notion next to my other systems means I actually use it. The best tool is the one you don't have to switch apps to open. All right, we're halfway through. If you're finding these templates useful, you know what to do. That subscribe button is right there and it takes 1 second. I post new Notion content every week. Okay, let's keep going. Template number 4. Number 4, the monthly budget. Now, I'm not a finance person. I don't do spreadsheets, I don't enjoy looking at numbers, and I definitely don't track every single coffee I buy. But I do want to know, in general, where my money is going. This template does exactly that without making me feel like I'm doing accounting. Homework, every entry is either income, expense, or saving. Color coded so I can see it instantly. Green is money coming in, red is money going out, blue is money I'm setting aside. Simple visual system. When I see too much red and not enough green, I know I need to pay attention. Each expense gets a category: food, transport, entertainment, bills, health, and there's a checkbox for whether it's been paid or not. This is especially useful for bills that come at different times of the month. I check them off as I pay them, and at a glance, I can see what's still pending. Let me show you how fast it is to add something. I just had coffee with a friend, so I type coffee with friend, put $8, mark it as an expense, category food, today's date, and check paid. That took me about 10 seconds. The key to actually using a budget is making it this easy. If it takes more than a few seconds, you'll stop doing it by day 3. Trust me, I've been there. The board view separates everything by type. Income on one side, expenses in the middle, savings on the other. I can immediately see the balance of where things are going. And the calendar view plots everything by date, so I can see when the big expenses hit and when the paychecks come in. Same data, different lens. Again, this is not a professional accounting tool. It's not going to replace a real budgeting app if you need detailed financial planning. But for someone who just wants to stop wondering where their money went at the end of the month, this is more than enough. And number 5, the project tracker. This one is for anyone juggling multiple things at the same time. Maybe you have a side project, a main job, some personal goals, and you keep losing track of what's where. That was me 6 months ago. I had ideas everywhere and progress nowhere. Each project has a status, a priority level, a deadline, and a progress indicator. The priority uses colored dots so I can instantly see what needs attention. Red means urgent, yellow means soon, green means it can wait, and the progress field goes from 0 to 100%. So I have a rough idea of how far along each project is. I update this maybe once a week. It's not a daily thing, just a quick check-in to make sure nothing is falling through the cracks. The Kanban view is where this really shines. Not started, in progress, on hold, done. I can see everything at a glance and drag projects between columns as they move forward. Moving something to done is incredibly satisfying. It's like crossing off the biggest item on your to-do list, and seeing the done column grow over time is proof that you're actually making progress, even when it doesn't feel like it. And the calendar view shows all my deadlines on a timeline. This is the view that saved me from missing a client deadline last month. I saw 2 deadlines overlapping and realized I needed to start one project earlier than I planned. Without this view, I would have been scrambling at the last minute. It took me 10 seconds to check, and it saved me hours of stress. This template scales, by the way. Whether you have 3 projects or 30, the structure stays the same. You just add rows, and as your projects evolve, you can add more properties like budget, team members, or links to related documents. Start simple, grow when you need to. So those are my 5. Weekly planner for knowing what to do each day. Habit tracker for building consistency. Reading, list for never forgetting a good book. Monthly budget for understanding your money. And project tracker for keeping everything moving forward. 5 templates, all free, all linked in the description. Here's what I want you to do. Pick one, not all 5, just one. The one that solves your biggest pain point right now. Duplicate it, fill it with your real data, and actually use it for 1 week. That's it. 1 template, 1 week. If it works, and if you want to go deeper with any of these, I have step-by-step tutorials for most of them on this channel. I'll link the relevant ones right here. Let me know in the comments which template you grabbed first. I'm genuinely curious. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.